Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff with eBay Addicts, and today I got Kevin here with me. Kevin Vazquez-Reyes, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty well, man. How about yourself?
All right, awesome, awesome. So today's title of the video is going to be how Kevin makes $8,000 a month selling shoes online. So go ahead, first of all, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what it is that you do.
Yeah, so my name is Kevin Vasquez Reyes. I'm a 20-year-old shoe reseller. I mostly resell on eBay and Amazon. Those are my two top platforms. And I live in Georgia, and I just make content around, my reselling business.
All right, now tell people how you got started into reselling because back in my day when I was 20-year-old guy, I didn't have a YouTube channel, I wasn't a reseller, I wasn't doing any of this. So tell people how you got started into this resale game.
Yeah, so back in like May of last year, I had quit my job at AutoZone, and I was trying to, figure out a way to make money. Not working a regular job, So I was looking at online, got into drop shipping a little bit, failed, and then I saw Hustler Hacks on YouTube, saw his videos, did some research on reselling, going to discount department stores such as Ross, Marshalls, and Burlington. Um, Went to the stores, bought some inventory, and just started like that.
Okay, and so you watched a couple of YouTube videos and you saw they're like, hey, this guy's hitting Ross, Marshalls, Burlington, we're picking up, shoes on discount and turn around and reselling them for a higher price. Now, do you mainly just sell new shoes or do you sell used shoes as well?
Yeah, so I started selling only new shoes. Right now I have expanded a little bit to use, but um, I don't like cleaning shoes, so I mainly stick to new shoes.
Okay, now, if somebody wanted to grow their business, if they're like, hey, this kid Kevin, he's a young guy, he's 20 years old. If Kevin can do it, I can do it. What do they need to do to grow and scale their business so they can make $8,000 a month in sales? This is like between eBay and Amazon, right? You sell on both platforms, correct?
Yes, sir. So I would say first, if you don't have any capital or money to start off with, that is fine. You only need a couple $100 to get up and running, but that's one of the main things. Get a little bit of money saved up, whatever you have saved up or whatever. Go out to the stores, get some inventory. Um, you have to be out a certain amount of time to know what you're looking for as well. But follow people on Instagram and source good inventory that's gonna sell through, and you're not gonna have to be sitting too long on it, um, so you can get your money back and buy even more product.
Okay, now that's you mentioned that because that's one thing that I think a lot of people are going to struggle with is maybe they're at a place and they're walking by deals where they can make profit, but they don't know what it is that they're looking for. So, can you tell us like some couple of quick three or four or five name brands of hot selling items so they know what items to look for? Because if you don't know what you're looking for, yeah, me and you could be at the same exact place, go to the same exact store, same exact day, same exact time, and I'll walk out with nothing, and you'll walk out with a whole shopping cart of stuff, just because
Yeah.
you know what it is that you're looking for, right?
Yes, sir. So mainly the big brands. Number one for me, pretty sure for everybody, is Nike. Second, Adidas. Third is Under Armour, and you can throw in Puma as well as Reebok in there. Those are the brands you want to be looking for. I can't really go into too many details like with the shoes because they all vary. But at these department stores, you're going to be finding a lot of soccer cleats, a lot of football cleats, very sports specific shoes as well as sneakers. So um, you got to up your knowledge a little bit on those. Which, like I said, watching a lot of YouTube and also going to the stores themselves helps a lot to get a little bit of recognition going with the shoes that you're going to be buying.
Okay, now what kind of profit margins are we looking at? So let's say I went to Ross and I found a pair of shoes for $20. How much profit margin am I looking to try to flip and sell those for? Like, what do you typically look for?
Yeah, so I don't typically look for like a particular amount that I'm gonna get back from a shoe. Now I just look at it and be like, okay, I'm gonna make profit. I'm gonna take it. Before it was like I need to make 40% return on investment ROI on the shoe. So if I spend $100, I want to make back my $100 plus $40. So those are my minimum requirements back then. Right now, I don't really have any minimum. Well, I'm not gonna buy a shoe. Still, I'm gonna still still stick with that 40% profit margin. Sorry, not profit margin, return on investment. But profit margin is a different thing. And my monthly profit margin with Amazon average is 30%, and with eBay it's 50%.
Okay, now if I'm getting started in reselling shoes, is there any type of tools or equipment, or is anything else that I need to get? Because obviously, if you're getting started on eBay, you just need to use the eBay seller app, and you could go all day long and just scan barcodes and look stuff up. Some of them are just sitting out there and they don't have barcodes readily available, or they're not in the boxes, so you have to manually look them up, whatever it is. If it's, Nike, Nike cleats, you would have to type in the name, the model number. Usually it's under the tongue of the shoe, and you can look up the serial model number that way. But is there anything else that we need to look for, or equipment to buy, or things to do to get started?
So with eBay, like you said, you only need the seller app. Oh, sorry, the eBay app. And with shoes at department stores, they're not gonna have the box. And if they do, you can still look it up with the barcode. But most likely, what you're gonna be looking up, like shoes with, is the style code inside the shoe. With Nike shoes, it's on the tongue. Sometimes it's on the side, but it's like a 7-digit number that you're gonna type into eBay, and that's how you're gonna make most of your buying decisions. And with Amazon, you're gonna be scanning the barcodes. With Amazon is a little different. You're gonna need the Amazon seller app. You can just use that. That's what I used the last couple of months. And then after a little bit more, you get a little bit more used to that, you can try using Keepa, which is basically a product. Tells you the product's history throughout like the last, however long it's been listed. But I have mine for the last year, and if I'm going deep into a shoe, like buying more than a lot, like more than 30 pairs, I'm gonna look at the Keepa chart for Amazon to make sure that shoe is reliable, or if I want to buy it or not.
Yeah, so basically on eBay, you can look at the solds for the past 90 days and determine, hey, how many of these particular pair are listed, how many of them have sold in 90 days, and you can kind of decide if you want to purchase it, how long you're going to hang on to it, when it will sell. On Amazon, you're looking at your sales rank, the sales history, and you can look and say, okay, if I buy 10 pair of these cleats or 10 pair of these tennis shoes, what's the consistency of how often this particular pair of shoes is going to sell? So Now I want to talk about Amazon real quick. Most of our viewers are eBay sellers, but if somebody wants to get into Amazon, what would you say you get the majority of your profit from, eBay or Amazon?
So it's Amazon is number one for me, just because the amount of volume I can move on there, the amount of eyes, everybody shops on Amazon, wants the 2-day shipping, Prime. So that's where I get a lot of my sales from. eBay is number two.
Yeah, and so the thing is, guys, the difference is on Amazon, you might be gated. Like you might be gated in Nike or Adidas or some of this stuff. So talk to us real quick about what the process was like for you to get ungated in these categories. Because I know someone's going to be like, well, hey, that's easy for Kevin because he's ungated in these different categories. That's easy for him to make $8,000 a month. I'm like, no, he still had to put the work in. Like even if you're ungated, there's people that's ungated in categories and make zero. So talk to us a little bit about the process of how you went about getting ungated in these categories on Amazon, because it doesn't just happen instantaneously overnight. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can easily get ungated in categories. It varies by the category and brand. So with like the categories like toys, grocery, a lot of that, you can go on to frontiercoop.com. You can get a lot of categories ungated in there. It's like you sign up, pay $10, and then you can start buying products to get ungated. With the brands, it's a little bit more, iffy. You have to find a distributor, buy 10 units of whatever you're trying to sell. Like shoes, you don't necessarily have to, like if you want to get ungated in Nike, you don't necessarily need to buy 10 pairs of shoes from a distributor. You can buy like Nike socks, Nike headband, and get ungated that way. But you do have to find a source for that.
Okay, now we're running out of time. We're going to try to keep this between 10 to 15-minute video. So tell us real quick, what would be like 3 tips that would help somebody start their business if they haven't got started yet, or maybe they're getting started and maybe they're doing $1,000, $2,000 a month in sales, but they're trying to grow their business where they can scale it till they can get to $7,000, $8,000 a month in sales. what are some 3 quick tips that you would recommend to help them, fast track their business and start making money out the gate?
Yeah, so the number one tip I would give to people if they have this is to spend more money. You want to make money, you got to spend money. So I would say increase the amount of money you're spending, whether that be on inventory, on programs that are going to help you um, throughout the couple of months that you're trying to calculate your profit and stuff like that. Spend the money. It'll come back to you unless you don't know what you're doing, which some people don't. But yeah, I think that's one of the main things is you got to spend more money, as well as taking action. Once when you're first starting out, you're looking at YouTube videos. You're like, should I go do this? Should I go do that? You're a little bit scared, a little bit intimidated, but that's one of the main things you got to go do is first go to the store and take action. Start looking up shoes and see if you can find any profitable items.
Yeah, so basically, first thing you want to do is kind of do your research. Maybe watch other YouTubers, watch their What Sold videos, so you can get an idea of what items are hot items that are selling, which ones to kind of stay away from. 2 is just to get started, take action, and number 3 is just to go and spend the money. A lot of these guys, I'll tell you a secret. When you're at places like Ross, and let's say you buy a pair of shoes for $20, they give you a window, like a 30-day window. So if something screws up, let's say you've listed the item on eBay. Let's say you bought these pair of shoes for $20. You think they're going to sell for $100, but then 30 days they don't sell. You can always go back and return it if you needed to, right? So it's like you're just mitigating your risk by getting educated, getting started. And like Kevin says, you just have to spend money in order to make money. I mean, that's the way this thing works. You can either trade time for money and work a job, or you're trading money for money. You're trading money to buy a product at a lower price and reselling at a higher price. But it ain't going to happen until you take action, until you invest money. Another reseller told me one day, he said, Jeff, if you want to make more money in reselling, you can't keep spending the same $1,000 every month after month after month, and then can't figure out why you're not making any more money. You're not investing more money in buying products for your business. So of course it's going to be stagnant. You're doing the same thing over and over again. That's like working a job and working the same 40 hours a week every week, and then say, well, why didn't I get 20 hours overtime on my paycheck? Well, dude, you only worked 40 hours. So you can't realistically expect it to happen. Anyways, tell everybody where they can go by and check you out, so they can go by and follow you on YouTube and Instagram. Let them know where they can check you out at.
So my Instagram handle, as you guys can see, is right there. KVazQR on Instagram, and my YouTube channel is Kevin Vazquez-Reyes. Make videos on there. So go ahead and follow me and subscribe. Appreciate it.
Yeah, guys, I have all his links are going to be down below in the description below. You can go by and follow Kevin, and you might learn something, and maybe he can, pass down some knowledge and help you get your business started. And he's also available if you want to hit him up and ask questions or something like that. If you're on the fence about it, go ahead, hit him up. All those links are going to be down below in the description. Till then, guys, you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye, everybody.